Right, trade recap. So coming into today, I had a bullish bias. We were moving out of this 4-hour imbalance, respecting it, and this was a candle that I was monitoring, this big up candle. 1 hour showed me a 1 hour inversion, and that also supported my bullish bias. Now, all I'm looking for upon market open is a retrace into a 15-minute gap, 1 hour gap, 15-minute gap plus. So we got a retrace into this 1 hour gap, and this was a perfect setup, right? Open low into the 1 hour gap, inversion. Now, this isn't an excuse, but on as I came onto the charts, I was extremely tired. And I'm not using that as an excuse, but I was extremely tired. And what that had the effect on was my mental state. And I think that once I entered this trade, instantly I went to pain avoidance. My brain went in its emotional. I turned to my irrational emotional mind. I didn't think about the positive uncertainty, the good risk, and I just instantly went to pain avoidance. And I thought, wait, but conditions aren't that good. What if I lose? And I didn't think, what about the good risk? What about this being a perfect setup? And that is a big issue. And I think it only really happened today because I was so tired and I was kind of more susceptible to that emotional hijacking and the pain avoidance by my brain. But this was a very good setup, targeting that 1 hour high. Shame that I exited it out of fear, but it is what it is. I'm going to try for that to not happen again. I guess don't even trade if you're that tired, because you're going to be more susceptible to emotional hijacking and your brain looking for pain avoidance, fight or flight mode, all that stuff. Second entry, we formed a 5-minute gap there, and I wanted to see a retrace into that. As we got here, 1 minute inversion, but that one got stopped out. It was too late. The move was done. But this was the perfect setup that I exited out of fear and out of not being in the right emotional state. And I guess is just that's it. That's it. What else can I say? Yeah, but otherwise it was a very good setup. But what I thought was that when I entered the trade, I saw a bit of drawdown and I was like, oh, wait, but look at these 5-minute conditions. If I lost in these 5-minute conditions, would I be angry? And I said yes. So then I exited the trade. But as I've been backtesting, what I've realized is that yes, you can have choppy pre-market conditions, but if you've seen displacement, a valid trade forming, valid displacement after market open, then you shouldn't be concerning yourself with old price action. And I think I forgot that rule because I was tired, because I wasn't in the right emotional state. And I exited this trade out of fear because I didn't remember that rule, which is fine because this is a new scenario that I've experienced after backtesting it. So hopefully it won't happen again, because now I know for sure that 5-minute pre-market conditions don't set the precedent for post 9:30 conditions, which, like here, show good displacement and presented a very good trade. Yeah. But otherwise the day was fine. Yes, I lost on that second trade, but I followed all my rules and everything, so it's not a big deal. And this trade was a good setup. Faded that out of fear, wrong mental, tired. That was a trade.